Hello everyone and welcome to Brian's Action Figure Reviews. I am of course Brian. Today's video I'm going to do for the first time in a while a bit of a haul video. So most of my action figures lately, they've been kind of drip drabbing from week to week, and I've never gotten a big bunch of figures like I used to get all the time before. That was until last Saturday. So what happened last Saturday? Last Saturday I drove all the way to Dublin up to Big Bang Comics in Dundrum and had a look around the store and picked up some awesome toys to mess around with and review with and do all that other stuff. So something else happened that day. We'll get to that at the end of the video. But let's go over my purchases from my day up in Dublin. So firstly, from the Star Wars Black Series, I've always wanted a Tusken Raider, and when I saw him at €15, I could not say no. It's the Archive Black Series Tusken Raider. For €15, you can't say no. I could have even grabbed a couple of them, but I've never owned one of these since I had like one of the 4-inch 5 POA ones as a child. So when I saw him, well, I didn't see him. I was handed him, and yeah, he is freaking-tastic. I can't wait to get him out and review him and add him to my, I don't know, my Star Wars collection is pretty small, but it is growing a big rate lately, I've noticed. Also, whilst I was up there, I have hovered over these on the Big Bang website, adding them to carts several times and removing them, because you know me, I'm not one for buying doubles of characters. I tend to have one Iron Man, one Spider-Man, one Fantastic Four. But as you know, on the channel a couple of weeks ago, I reviewed the Flame On Retro Series Human Torch for the channel, and whilst I was up there, I saw the Thing for $14.99 and the Invisible Woman for $12.99, and of course and that's just fallen, Mr. Fantastic himself as well for $12.99. So I picked them all up. I do think these are better versions than the ones I have. I will be doing a comparison video with the two sets in a couple of days' time, or maybe a week's time or so. But yeah, that was awesome, and I kind of had those in my mind going up there that I was going to grab them. But one figure I didn't plan on seeing, because I wasn't sure if I didn't know it had been reissued and re-released, was the Marvel Select Watcher. I've wanted this for a long time, and when I saw it in the plastic, I was like, gimme, because the Legends one, especially the What If Legends one, is not great. That Build-A-Figure one, I've only it half built, I think, and I've no interest in finishing it. This is the one I've wanted for a while. Marvel Select, they don't do a lot of figures that I like, but when they do really hit them out of the park. They've this guy, Thanos, Abomination, Thanos, however you want to pronounce it, and plenty others. But there are some terrible ones as well. I do have a Select Ultron up there as well somewhere. And yeah, some of them scale really well with Legends, and I feel this guy fits the bill with the HasLab Galactus on the way. I thought it was a big buy, and without really noticing, I was like, oh, most of my purchases are Fantastic Four themed, bar the Tusken Raider from Star Wars. So most of my stuff was Fantastic Four related. So yeah, and the last thing I was talking about is what I went up there for really was I met two people off of my channel, off of Twitter. They are Connor Fuller of Fuller's Figures and Jonathan Redmond. Two guys who I started interacting with early enough on in my channel, and I've chatted back and forth on live streams and stuff. And to meet them in person was just fantastic. It really shows the power these YouTube channels have to bring people together, similar interests and stuff. And we got on with like a house on fire. It was great meeting them in person. And basically what we did was, usually when I go to Big Bang Comics, I go up, have a walkthrough around, pick up what I want, grab it and go. But I spent well over an hour just walking around, chatting about the figures we were looking at. And yeah, it was just great to meet someone in real life as well with similar interests and just shooting the breeze. And we went down and got a coffee and stuff later. It was fucking awesome. It really made the trip worthwhile. Like, you're talking 2.5 hours thereabouts up and 2.5 hours back. That's tough going, even on public transport or driving. That's a hard trip to make, and I do try and make it every couple of weeks or months at least, because I do love to go up to Big Bang. I love to support them because they're a fantastic shop. But going up there, meeting guys that you've chat day in, day out on Twitter and Facebook and all these social media things, that just made it worth it, because I know, like, there's a big community out there, and sometimes it can feel like you're just chatting into the abyss. So when you meet the actual real people, it really makes it worth it. So guys, if you're doing anything like that, I would definitely recommend it in future. Just make sure they're not a serial killer beforehand. I didn't check that, but they're not, as far as I know. Yeah. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be reviewing the stuff I got in the future. Keep an eye on the channel if you want. Hit that subscribe button. Again, this has been another Bryant Action Figure Reviews video. See you on the next one, guys. Bye.